give me an egg.
Pika-pee, Pikachu?
Who's that Pokemon?
You will give me an egg.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who's on first? Yes. I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy playing first. Who? The guy playing first base. Who? The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute,
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
Oh, hi, it's me, Katie She. It is you, my favorite people on the internet. And I am so glad to hear that Zara's having a good Saturday. Giles, and I hope you're having a good Saturday too. Your new emotes look amazing. You've all done so well. Zara says, today I've had a strawberry protein shake, a cinnamon bun, a mozzarella and tomato panini, a caramel frappe. And then you stopped eating after 2 p.m. Oh no, Zara. Oh no. What have I had today? I had Dave made me porridge with Nutella in the morning, and it was like half milk, half water porridge because we ran out of milk. Many cans of Iron Brew Extra. For lunch we had mug shots, a cheese and chicken and mushroom mug shot with extra cheese, I think. Frozen strawberries covered in chocolate after the shopping arrived. That was our put away the shopping treat, and it was incredible. 10/10, no notes, love them. They're so tasty. And for dinner it was a chicken Caesar salad with crispy chicken tempura by Birdseye. And it was delicious. And then for dessert, a Mogu Mogu drink from the local corner shop. Mogu Mogu it's basically the chewing onomatopoeia from Japan. Mogu Mogu, nom 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 nom. And it's water with big chunks of coconut gel in it. And it's delicious. It's not water, it's fruit juice. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm gonna cough. Give me a second. Coughing successful. Aha! I've had very little caffeine. Oh no! I'll be solving this a bit later on tonight as I'm going to VR until like 2 a.m. Are you having a good time with VR? How is your sleep schedule surviving? Is it? Well, I suppose it doesn't need to. Then you've got board games tomorrow at 1. Nice! They discontinued the Pina Colada Mogimu. I don't think I've actually had the pleasure of having the Pina Colada one. I don't think we've ever seen that up in our parts. And now I feel like something's been robbed from me, because that sounds like a great combination. Maybe they still do the coconut one. I don't know if I've seen a pineapple one up here to kind of DIY it. I stay to late on Saturdays and Fridays for VR. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I'm so glad that the Pina Colada one A existed and I didn't know about it, and B, that they're discontinuing it. I ordered Mogu Mogu direct back in the day. Oh, from a specialty store, or can you get on Amazon? Because that might be useful info for us, because we're currently getting it from not a petrol pump gas station for my US friends, but very close to a petrol pump. I don't know how you would describe it. One of those kind of UK corner shops that is basically a fancy petrol pump, but without the petrol pump part. It's weird. It's following the design pattern of one that I know that's in a nearby town, and it is next to a petrol pump. I don't know how to describe it now that they've made one that isn't in front of a petrol pump. My brain's failing. It's not really a convenience store in the usual way, because it's big. Oh man, I don't know. From Drink Mogu Mogu. Oh, okay, I need to see. Do they still have the Pina Colada? Do I still have time? Mogu 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 Mogu! I can build a bundle. Oh, they've got an iced tea one. Tropical Delight, is that their Pina Colada one? Kind of looks like it might be. Why does it, I don't want to give you my date of birth. Chill out, website. I know you're offering me a birthday gift. Don't. Please don't. Aldi has it occasionally? I didn't know that. The lychee one is what I just had. The grape one's good. There's a bubblegum one. Oh, I've not had that one. I don't know if I've had the passion fruit one. There's a cotton candy one! Oh man, this website is blowing my mind. I've never had summer berries either, or tropical delight. No. Okay, so Pina Colada is different from the tropical delight one. Yeah, oh yeah, because tropical delight's got... Let me have a look. It looks like lychee, pineapple, mandarin, I think? Passion fruit and mango. So they basically just threw all their flavours into one for that one, huh? The iced tea looks nice as well. I've never had either of their iced tea ones. Oh man, I love Mogu Mogu, and this is blowing my mind. Oh, I'm gonna send this drink to Dave. Give him the temptations. I said send this drink. I meant send this link. But you know, same thing. Same thing. Oh man, Mogu Mogu is so good. I'm so sad they don't have the Pina Colada one on the website. Free delivery over £20, so I only need to buy like a lot. Perfect, I can do that. I'm capable of that, I think. The website is also hating my anti-cookie tech. It's like, how dare you? 6 packs, 1 litre iced teas. They've got a 0 sugar range. Oh, that would be useful. Oh, that's the Tropical Delight, isn't that? 6 packs. Okay, so I basically have to buy a 6-pack. You know what? That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I've seen. Thank you, Dave. I wasn't sure if you were lurking or if you were busy being cool and doing things. I'm trying to figure out a fit for an event using Temu. You're trying to use Temu for your speaking clothes? Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that. Please, I will take you anywhere as long as it's not supporting the fast fashion monstrosities, okay? Let me be the funder. Let me be the venture capitalist who funds your event outfit, okay? Let me be a venture bro, a capital bro. I don't know what you call them. Let me RP being a person with money. Like ho ho, it is I, a cat girl with money. Yaha! Let me buy you things. Aha! I think I could do that. Okay, let's head to the gaming room, shall we? Fast fashion doesn't apply to me. I don't wear clothes often enough to wear them out. They last me years. Okay, but sensory-friendly fashion does apply to you. And if you're going fast fashion, your chances of getting sensory-unfriendly polyester nightmare clothes rockets up. Whereas if we go to an actual shop, we can actually touch it and go, yeah, ew, no, bad, or, huh, okay, that's soft. Very important, very important. Say, no, I know how to speak to my audience. I'm like, fine, yes, you don't wear out your clothes fast, but you do care about feelings and senses. I'm an expert. So today's game, let me know. Oh, there's no audio coming through at all at the moment. There should be. Let me try and troubleshoot why that is. First, I'm going to quickly change the video to be in a window, if it will let me. Run in a window, please. Perfect, thank you. I feel like things work better when I do that. I don't know why. And then I need to click into it. Check the audio. Audio's still not coming through. It's not muted. It's definitely plumbed in. Okay, let's try replumbing it. Boop de boop de boop. Plumbing noises. Plumbing noises. Still nothing. Maybe it's because it's so quiet. But there's nothing at all. I don't like that. Oh, okay, changing it to 5.1 worked for some reason. I'm gonna jump scare myself with that. And now it's working for everyone. Okay, good. Well, that fixed it. That's random. I've got on large captions and closed captions for just now. If large captions is too big, I will change that. True, I just found a yin and yang shirt made from 2 cats. Oh, that does sound good. Someone on Amazon has the Pina Colada Mogu Mogu. Oh, is the price reasonable? Oh. But welcome on in, my lovely people. I hope that your weekend is treating you well. It sounds like it has been for the most part. I've been enjoying hearing the Colin adventures and seeing Jalzan's awesome new emotes, and I'm about to run over a cable on the ground. That's okay, I moved it. It's for my heated pillow because I'm an old lady and I like heated pillows. Honestly, Zara, if you have a Lidl near you, right now they currently have a heated pillow that you plug in, and for us back pain sufferers, it's fucking good. It's fucking good. I have barely stopped using it since I got it. 30 for 24 bottles. That is the correct price, but also I shouldn't be spending 30 on Mogi Mogi. Ooh. Yeah, it was like, I think 17 quid. And it's got a reasonably long cable, and you just plug it into a plug socket, and it gets fairly nice and toasty. And yeah, I've been way more attached to it than I thought I would be. It was supposed to just be a silly little purchase for my reading corner, and instead it lives at my computer desk, and I've been using it literally every time I'm at my computer desk. I might be old. I'm definitely old. I'd have to go to the big Lidl. Yeah, and check your Lidl leaflets. It should still be in stock. I got mine... When did my car go into the garage? It was last week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was just before payday. So it was last Wednesday, I think, that I got it a Lidl. So it should hopefully still be there. And it's in a cardboard box because it'll be weird like that, but it's got like a little fluffy bit of pillow sticking out. So don't look for it in a plastic. Don't look for it in a pillow shape. It's in a box shape just to make life confusing. Yeah. If not, there's probably very similar ones from Amazon. But I don't know. I just it was an impulse purchase, and I was like, yay, impulse! I have a World of Warcraft blanket for my legs. It gets cold in here even in the summer. Oh, I've got a blanket on my reading chair, and I've not quite started using it yet while at work. But I think I might need to. I also have a full fluffy heated blanket, but it's kind of a faff to take out because it's huge. Yes, the furry's over 30. I didn't play it because I was doing stream prep, but I have watched it before, and the melody is very faintly at the back of my mind, and just my back hurts so much. I remember it dearly. So today's game, my lovely folks, is a game called Dear Esther. And I'm probably going to change how I pronounce Esther, Ether, I don't know how you say it, every 5 minutes because I don't know how you say it, but I'm sure the game will teach me. It is by The Chinese Room, and if you're like, The Chinese Room, that sounds familiar, Katie, that's because they are. Whoops, I didn't mean to make my face do that. They are! They are familiar. They are the people behind Still Wakes the Deep, and despite their name, they are based in Brighton, UK. And they are a super fun company that does really interesting kind of visual novel-y type cinematic games, so very focused on storytelling. So this one is going to be fairly chill, lots of walking, no jump scares to my memory, because I have played this before, but I've also entirely forgotten everything that happens. I've completed it before in the original format, and I don't remember a damn thing about it, except that I was worried it would be scary, and it wasn't, and that was a relief to me. It wasn't a horror game. Yep. And yes, of course, and you'll remember the Chinese Rooms are the people behind the Vampires Masquerade Bloodlines 2 as well, which seems to have very mixed reviews, mostly from people who wanted it to be Vampires the Masquerade Bloodlines 1, and instead they basically got a walking simulator / cinematic visual novel in a sort of Detroit Become Human style, and they seem upset by that. Also, apparently there's some world building issues with it, but yeah. I don't know, it sounds like my cup of tea. I want to check it out. I love these kind of cinematic-y games. So we're going straight into it. And I suspect you'll hear a lot of me going, oh, I remember this bit, as I, like, yeet myself off a cliff. I remember yeeting myself off a cliff a lot. So let's go for it. Oh, I've even got a save from this. I don't remember why. Or, no, this is a chapter menu, okay. And there's director's commentary. But we're not going to do that right now. I ended up not getting Bloodlines 2. I may get on sale someday. Let me know if you do. I'm curious what you think of it.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island.
Oh, that would be painful.
Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity.
You heard him.
An alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis.
An alpha. Omegaverse.
I return each time, leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
This guy is certainly eloquent. Okay. So we are at the shoreline of a remote, implied to be Scottish, heavily implied to be Scottish island. There's this creepy sound. I remember this because it fucking creeped me out. This weird background wailing. I remember being dumped into this island with this wailing in my ears and being like, am I sure this isn't a horror game? I remember being fucking terrified. Also, let me know if the subtitles feel too big. I can tone those down. I feel like on stream layout they're kind of working, but maybe leaning a little bit towards chunky. Do I have a run button? Probably not. What happens if I press Q? Nothing happens if I press Q. You don't hear the haunting wails. That's just what it's like. It's got. Oh, I don't. That must be like, you know how there's like the neurodiversity thing where some of us hear electric and some of us don't. Some of us, maybe it's like that, and I just didn't get the whales neurodiversity. I've got a torch. I found a pooper. Oh, everything's going good. We've got a shitter. This is like Resident Evil Village all over again. We got ourselves a shitter. We're sorted. We're sorted. There's a whole bunch of rubbish in here. kind of looks like there's been parties happening in here. She says that there's very little evidence of parties in here. There's a sink. What the fuck happened to all these, like, appliances? Why are they so rusty? They're mirrors with no reflections. I learned recently that's because mirrors are, like, extremely difficult to do, so that's why they're usually kind of fuzzy and mucky and you can't see through them. Yeah, she would say it's because I have the second sight, and I'd say it's like, oh, okay, I need to know the lore about spooky events that Zara's been privy to. Because I bet Chesh's got a body of evidence to support this, and you're just being very chill about it. Oh no, oh no, there's been a white paint accident. I hope it's white paint. I hope this isn't a UV light. H. C. H. Hi. Sibida. Pubida. Well, those are some words. I'm gonna need to actually get a pen and paper, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna do a quick note down of this diagram. And watch me forget I have it. She does, hell yes. Oh, Chesh is a delight. Let me note this down. I had a bad feeling the whole visit. Oh, I mean, to be fair, that sounds like being aware of human beings. Is that the? Wait, no, I'm supposed to be a Scottish cat girl. I should be like, oh yes, spooky real, yes, definitely thumbs up. That's my social anxiety. Yeah, like I'm with you on that one. But maybe that's the skeptic in me. So there's like a dot in the middle, or it could be a C. I'm putting a C and a question mark. And it goes like 1, 2, 3 to this H down here. This H up here has like a little arrow thing. This H in the corner has like a weird triangle. And there's like an I beside it, so it kind of looks like it's saying hi, but who knows. And then there's a big, thick, chunky boy dash. Another thing, which is even more obviously a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dashes to an H. Another triangle down to just a single H this time, no I. And then an upwards line to a full circle. A dash. And an H. This is already feeling like, oh my god, I'm not going to figure this out. Hello, pizza! How are you doing, lovely? Long time no see, I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let's keep going. We haven't let this poor guy actually explain any of the plot to us yet. I just saw a spooky house and immediately went, Seagull! Yeah, that's what I did. I immediately went, Seagull! It happens. I see a seagull, I get very excitable. Let's try going along the coastline first of all, on the rocky bit. Because I don't want to be up too high. I'm scared of heights sometimes, all the time, most of the time. Yeah, honestly, the seagull has been the spookiest thing so far. Which is accurate to Scotland. Oh, I do like how authentically, like, kind of grimy and mucky this beach is. Like, this feels very real to me. I love that. This game, if I remember correctly, it was originally basically a little indie project made in... I want to say Counter-Strike Source. But it might not be. It might be like Team Fortress 2, but I think it was Counter-Strike Source. And released as a freebie. And then everyone was like, this is baller. And then it got an indie release as a full game. And many years later, this kind of HD release. HD release, I say, as I go past clearly PNGs of plastic bags and Marlboro cigarettes. That's just a PNG on the ground. Those are just PNGs on the ground. I want my money back. I don't want my money back, Chinese room, don't worry. But this thing's real though. Does that mean... Oh, it's got like a little crushed can of Coke underneath it as well. Green Coca-Cola. Can I interact with this? Do I even have the facility to interact? Who am I? What am I? Can I interact with the world? What are the controls? Keyboard, mouse. We can go forward, back, left, right, and we can zoom in. Okay, so we cannot pick things up. Probably. Doing great today. Was my birthday. Happy birthday! Happy 18th pizza. Got a lot of dice. And absolute Batman as if she won, but Amazon sent the German version. Oh no, send it back and get the proper one. That happens though, that happens. They can be really bad at separating their editions. Oh, look at the grass waving. Okay, the PNGs have been forgiven. Oh, spooky music.
There was once talk of a wind farm out here, away from the rage and the intolerance of the masses.
I've heard that before.
The sea, they said, is too rough for the turbines to stand. They clearly never came here to experience the becalming for themselves. Personally, I would have supported it. Turbines would be a fitting contemporary refuge for a hermit. The revolution and the permanence.
I don't think I like this guy. I think he's kind of a dick. Me and my mum and dad went to an escape room. It was fun. Oh, what was the escape room like? Was it themed after anything? What were the puzzles like? Oh, look at this cool symbol. I should write that down. It's like almost like an Ouroboros. Oh, whoops. Hang on, let me sketch this. So we've got like a little pointy tail, and then it kind of curves into like almost a geometric creature. To me, it looks like a little dragon. I look at that and I go, that's a dragon. Little curly boy. It's the golden ring. No, it's not. Is it? No. Are you sure? Is it really? Oh, Harry Potter theme. Nice. Hope you had a good time. Did you go to the bathrooms? Were they gender neutral? Upside down. Oh, for real. That would make sense if it was. But this isn't part of the golden ratio. This is like... That's like the Deathly Hallows symbol right there, speaking of Harry Potter. Hang on, let me have a look this way around. No, that's not the golden ratio. No. That is not the golden ratio. Even this way around, it's not. Someone said... Oh, Stream Elements, buddy, it's been so long since you've got to run that command. Oh, good job, Stream Elements. Stream Elements has been waiting for this moment. Good job, Stream Elements. Good job, Dave. Okay, so we're on a probably Scottish.
Dear
Oh,
Esther, I found myself
that's the
to be as
game.
featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Don't think this guy's doing alright. I'll tell you that for something. I'll tell you that for nothing, in fact. Oh, I kind of want to go into the spooky cave. I hope it lets me. Oh, a tire. Oh, a pillar. Oh, a car door. How the fuck did that get down here? I should probably go back in case there's like a body further down. And that's okay. I can't go any further anyway. Oh, we're finding all the things. He's got the big depresso. Yeah, yeah. Oh, can I jump? No, I can't. I will simply have to clamber, which honestly is how I get around these kind of areas anyway. I just kind of wobble and I hope. That is how I navigate any kind of beach. With much wobbling and optimism. And apparently a refusal to get into the water. Come on, my guy. In you go, in you go. It's only water. You can do this. Oh my god, if I go forward, is he just gonna straight up drown? I think he is. Come on, keep your head up, keep your head up. Keep your head up, buddy. You got this, you got this, you got this. Oh, you're doing so good, you're doing so good. He's doing alright, actually. Oh. Whee! pew, pew. Don't think we're doing alright anymore. This reminds me of Still Wakes the Deep.
Come back.
Okay. Is that Donnelly? Is Donnelly... Do I have a boyfriend and a girlfriend? I got an achievement for that. Yay. Achievement unlocked. You died. I don't actually know if that was the achievement name. But it should be. Was that me whispering? Come back, or was that... Do you think that was Donnelly? You think he's in love with me? I think he's in love with me. I think that's my boyfriend. I think that Esther is my girlfriend and Donnelly is my boyfriend, and we have a lovely OT free going on. Except Esther is not on the island anymore, and that makes me sad. I'm having the big depresso because my OT free is broken. They both went to the mainland without me. That's my headcanon for this game so far. I was living the OT free dream and they were like, we need to go to the mainland, and I was like, why? And they were like, plot reasons, and I was like, oh, and I was very sad about it. Because Dave's headcanon is that Esther is an old lady who is dead. I disagree. Stairs. Maybe these stairs will take me to heaven or to my OT free. Either way, I'm winning. Da 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 da. Also, on the off chance anyone is watching this as like a YouTube video and is hoping for a serious playthrough, I'm sorry. This isn't going to be that. This is going to be me talking shit about Scotland and my OT free wishes for depressed Guy and Esther and Donnelly. If you're wanting a somber exploration of the story and the artistry behind it, this is not... You are not on the right YouTube channel. This is not the right Twitch stream either if you're on Twitch. So all I knew about this game was the name and the cover image. Yeah, I remember a little of it. Enough to know that I'm pretty sure there's not a little old lady called Esther. But I could be wrong. Dave says, so I may have decided Esther is an old lady who lives alone on this remote island in a little cottage and she's going to die or something. Food is here, yes, pizza!
Reading Donnelly by the weak afternoon sunlight. He landed on the south side of the island, followed the path to the bay and climbed the mount. He did not find the caves, and he did not chart the north side. I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete. He stood on the mount and only wondered momentarily how to descend. But then, he didn't have my reasons.
Oh. Okay, faint memories are stirring of, I think, Donnelly being like an explorer who was here before me. But I'm still gonna say that they're in love. Am I on the wrong overlay? Okay, well, let me fix that. It's okay. Consistency, we don't need her. We don't need her. We don't need consistency here. Well, we do, but only from here on out, okay? Just bear with me. I know, it's terrifying. There's a bear with me. What are we gonna do? Okay, so we should be on month 2 now. Valentine's! It's still 2026, so it's still accurate. Yeah, but it was set to 12, so I think it's only on 2026 because you manually changed 12 to the 01 image. So you also might want to correct that. This feels a little inappropriate for Dear Esther, I won't lie. We maybe weren't thinking of the vibes of stream when we made this. Like, ah yes, surely this will fit Katie's famously upbeat and cheery sense of gaming. Happy New February! It's the OT free overlay, that's fair. Okay, yeah, Team Donnelly. What's this game about? Seems similar to What Remains of Edith Finch. I've always thought that, but as far as I know, they exist entirely independently. This is about a remote Scottish island, and that is all we know so far.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Oh, he's got the brain worms. That's relatable. Also, I've never heard of cutting white lines into the cliff to signal. a plague upon the land. I do think that's fucking baller. I don't think that's actual history, but it's such a cool fucking concept. Zooming in on the white. That's so fucking cool. I'm into that. I got a bisexual disco furry t-shirt from the con. Oh, that sounds incredible. Standing stones. Well, we got to get down there. Love me some big rocks. And I cannot lie. I love the heathers. It's such an interesting way of doing the textures though, because like instead of 3D modeling, it's just kind of like flat. And it kind of worked in the OG. It gave it a very of its time vibe, but it feels weird in an HD remake that everything's still kind of flat. Like, I kind of dig it. I dig the vibes, but I'm also a little question marky at it. Your dibble is adorable, says Frosty. Frosty is correct. I love how they've got like the colour, the moods. This is feeling very authentically Highlands.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Okay, that sounds romantic as hell. What the fuck? I want to go to the caves at the centre of the island where luminescence can light our faces. I want that. He steals the bones of hermits, it's true. I think he means his own bones, but I'm not sure. He's on the run from the law. I mean, to be fair, if he's on the run from the law, he's doing good. Big success.
Dear Esther, I met Paul.
Who's Paul?
I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton.
Huh?
We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another.
A kid?
Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility
What?
had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable
We're old.
boundary of life.
Right, okay, let me try it. So, like, this guy has said that he is not well in the brain, so let's try and decode this. So he went to Wolverhampton to see Paul, and maybe there was a car incident and that's a dented bonnet, but maybe it's more like a brain injury? And the vibe I kind of get is that maybe Paul stole Esther away, and that's why he was looking for retribution and apology. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Paul is the policeman who's chasing him. Did he come all the way from Wolverhampton? Nah, I don't believe any English policeman would be that committed. Oh, a cave. Oh, a shipwreck. I'm also vaguely aware that, like, if there was a path up that cliff, I've entirely bypassed it. But that's okay. This sounds kind of ominous, though. But I can be on the other side now. Let's see if we can go into the cliff. I think we can. Oh, I hear a radio.
I find myself increasingly unable to find that point where the hermit ends and Paul and I begin.
Am I Paul?
We are woven into a sodden blanket,
Did I eat
stuffed
Paul?
into the bottom of a boat to stop the leak and hold back the ocean. My neck aches from staring up at the aerial. It mirrors the dull throb in
Can't
my
see
gut
the aerial
where
from
I'm
here.
sure I've begun to form another stone.
Lighthouse.
In my dreams, it forms
Gallstones.
into a perfect representation of Lot's wife, head over her shoulder, staring along the motorway at the approaching traffic in a vacuum of fatalistic calm.
So again, something that feels like it's talking about a car accident. So did Esther maybe get hit by a car? And Paul is the person who hit her? Oh my god, spooky. I love this. And my flashlight. So we have like a parasite taking root, or an amoeba taking root, or the sun taking root. We have the holy potato, the great legume. This game maze, is it all sentient potatoes all the way down? We have that diagram again. Same as before, no changes as far as I can see. Let's see, does it line up? Okay, there is the big old change of now it's got these weird like tendrils coming out of it, so I'm going to just quickly scribble those. It's got the side tendrils now. Diddle-loo, diddle-loo, diddle-loo. Did Esther get into a car? His name is Robert Paulson. Hey. A part of me is like, maybe if I'd taken the main route up the cliff, the story would be clearer, but I don't think this game is trying to be clear in that way. I think it's trying to make me think. And actually work my brain meats. Can I go into the water? I crave the water. See. What if I just shortcut to the lighthouse this way? I'm so short. I'm such a short fella. It's just like, no! I was trying to go backwards. Come back. Okay, Paul.
Come back.
That symbol sure do be looking like a chemical. It do be dooby doo. So I could go down this way, but I'm also, I think there's a path up that way, so I'm going to try getting across it. Dear Esther, did you get into a car? Never get into a car, Esther. I'm just going to immediately die. Yes. I arrive on the island. I fall into a small brook. I die on the island. See, the only chemical symbols I really know are like dopamine and caffeine, so I'm like, that looks like dopamine and caffeine to me. Because those are the only ones I know. I think I know H2O as well. And it looks kind of like that, but I might be getting biased because it's got a bunch of H's on it, and I'm just like... I'm just manifesting hydration. Do, 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 do. I love the music in this. The music is so fucking good. Do, 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 do. You're right, it is literally like an OH. Oxygen, hydrogen.
Moist.
Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate pizza. I will sip some iron brewski.
You will give me an
I hope
egg.
you're having a nice chill time after your birthday pizza. I hope you're getting to relax and take it easy and just enjoy being 18. That is very, very awesome.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up.
Uh-huh.
To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish, the sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage.
Oh, wow.
Enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
That's romantic. I won't lie. Oh, standing stones. Let's go see them. Don't drown in the brook, buddy, okay? Fucking love standing stones. They're stones and they're upright. Oh, books. We have ourselves a Bible and advanced chemistry. Oh, the plot thickens. Public Book Company. It's a good looking standing stone. I like the texturing. I want to lick it. Nom, 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 nom. I feel like I know what the chemicals. Like, all my brain is giving me is that it's somehow like she got cancer and is very sad, because when I'm in a sad, melancholic video game, my brain goes, it's probably going to be cancer, isn't it? Because there are few things sadder than grief and terminal illness. That's not to make light of it, that is genuine, like, fucking awful experiences. Oh, a thing. Oh, an urn! Well, look, in my defense, I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for finding all of these. In my offense, I don't know if I'm supposed to tip them over or not. Yeah, that's the thing. And it's one of those narratives where I don't tend to enjoy it because it feels too... because it's too omnipresent in real life. Like... yeah... It's just too real. Though I have been greatly heartened by the amount of cool science happening lately. To try and make it less of a part of real life. You don't tip it over, how will you know what's inside? That logic doesn't apply for many things in the world, but especially to urns. I'm gonna get so lost in this island. Yeah, they did! They did blow right into my face. That's life sometimes. It's like this game doesn't seem to have a day-night cycle, or I would be so fucked. I would just be like, well, it's dark, guess I'm staying in this ravine. My prediction is not cancer. Okay, yeah. I feel like if it was that kind of thing, I would probably remember, but... oh, a loading screen! Oh, I got an achievement for something.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol.
Bristol mentioned!
But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location.
Oh, car crash theory.
You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, so the car accident theory, maybe not crashes in two vehicles, but car accident theory is taking root. Air horn, dot wave. Wham. Oh, I see a blinky light. So I could go this way, but there's a big old ship graveyard down here that I want to go see. So I'm gonna go do that. I really love the soundtrack for this. The soundtrack is bringing back memories, even if I barely remember the plot. The soundtrack is hitting something nostalgic in me. Oh, the blinky light is, I think, on. Oh no, it's a boy out to sea. It is a boy. What the fuck happened on this island? We've got ships crashing ashore. We've got this whole container ship running aground, apparently. And nobody scavenging it. Which would not happen in the Scotland I know. Oh, it's making like authentic, creaky, scary noises. I should probably try and go into it, but I'm scared. I'm just gonna hug the coastline for now. A boy, right? Yeah, a boy with a U, yes. I pronounce it the British way.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat.
I will never
How else could
I can't say the US one. I refuse to say it. There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. I totally missed what he said there because I was thinking about boy. Hydrogen peroxide? I have seen the movie about the island, although it's so true. Great movie. Oh, wait. Neither did he eat nor drink, it says. Neither did he eat nor drink. I think there's another word that's just kind of on this. And neither. I think that's an and. Yeah, I think that's an and. And neither. Bowie is US. Yeah. H2O2 not O. H. Oh. Yeah, Bowie is US. And in the UK it's just boy. They remade Whiskey Galore 2016. Is it good? I feel like it's going to be a very different feel to it. You've only heard it as Bowie. Oh. See, the thing is, because I used to take a lot of ferries, being an island girly, I heard a lot of like random references to like life boys and things like that. Yeah, because that's what they call them, I think, life boys. I know we're used to the boy being the thing floating out, but I think the things on boats are also called life boys. Let me double check. Maybe I'm wrong. But for some reason, one of the ship announcements... Yeah, a life boy is also the ring. Yeah, so the safety announcement would regularly talk about boys. So it was very much fixed as the correct pronunciation in my head. Which when I saw there was a U in it, I was like, hang on, what the fuck? Why? Why is there a U in it? I could use a life boy about now. A life femboy, perhaps. Can I... I don't think I can climb up on here, but I'm gonna try it, just in case. Nah. I don't think I'm much of a climber. Yep. Yep. Okay, I think we've explored as much as we can of the old creaky boat. Let's try going up this path. It has Eddie Izzard. Oh, that could be good. That could be good. I do remember hearing about the remake when it came out, but I've not heard about it since. So it's hard to say how well it did, but I do remember... You know...
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial.
There we go. Boy!
I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to.
Bong, bong.
I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
I'm in this round, and yet you strike a critical blow on the way. And neither did he eat nor drink. Hydrogen peroxide is HO. The H and O separated but connected by a bond, not OH together. Okay, yeah, because the diagram is very specific about the way it displays the bonds. Oh, there's a little ramp down to the water. I wonder if it's worth exploring there. I know I've kind of been that way. But I don't think I made it all the way to the ramp. I wish I could run. Katie misses the point of walking simulators. Oh, you said router, not router in a work call. Honestly, in the UK, people just hear that and think that you're more familiar with, like, handymen. Because handymen still say a router, I believe, in the UK, if you're talking about, like, a routing bit. So maybe they'll just think you're really into woodwork. I can't remember what the dash line means in covalent bonding. I am impressed and terrified by all of these words. I do not understand them. I think that it's router for woodwork in the UK. I might be wrong, and I only watch UK handy person, US handy person videos. That is also entirely possible. Since all of my handy person knowledge is just a hodgepodge of whatever YouTube gives me. Hi Tearsheet! How you doing, lovely? I hope you're having a great Saturday. Also, Zara, how's the pizza? Also, what sides did you get? We're taking a different path. We're taking a different path. We're taking a different path. Steering wheel! Garlic cheese bread. Oh, A++ choice. And does it actually taste like garlic? Because if so, you're winning. You're winning. As long as you can taste the garlic, life is good.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital.
He did mention having stones.
After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape.
Oh, ouch.
And you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
There we go. There we go. Drunk driver. Drunk driver incident. Oh. And the drunk driver is most likely Paul. Most likely. Down in Wolverhampton. I've got pizza. Yes, you're living your life. Totally neurotypical situation where, oh, I'm starving. I must eat fast food. Oh no, I've eaten too much food. God, relatable. I know we've mostly been along here, but I'm just rechecking down by the ramp into the water in case I missed anything. And there's nothing in there. We did check in there before. This isn't the ramp, this is just a random bit. Boxes! Oh no, someone's Amazon packages aren't making it. Pizza squared! Double pizza! Pizza for pizza, the ultimate birthday experience. I'll be having a good time, pizza. If you're needing to go be with family or just hang out and have a chill time, don't let us keep you here, you know, but I hope you're having a great day. Happy birthday again! I should probably draw this symbol down, shouldn't I? So it's like, oh my god, it's complicated. It's like, there's like a triangle, and there's a different triangle, and there's two arrows. It reminds me of the big old tower. I think it might be a diagram of the tower. And then there's some, like, wobbly metal bit, and then it goes down for ages, and there's, like, little lines radiating off it. I have made an attempt at drawing it. A good attempt, I will not say. And I saw a ramp down to the water's edge, but I cannot see it anymore. But I found the white line that I wanted to investigate, so that's something. Maybe I missed the ramp. Maybe the ramp is unreachable. But that's okay, I got the weird chalk line. Let's head back to the previous area. I don't think I'm missing a way onto the boat. I don't think it's possible. Oh man, if I'm dying from gallstones and related complications, am I also an old person? Esther might not have been old when she got hit by a car though. How many years have I been living the hermit life? Dave was like, it's going to be a game about a little old lady, and the game was like, actually no, this is going to be about true love and pain and suffering. And mourning. And the loss of your love of your life. I don't know if you're living Fury the Second Purgatory. I do remember hearing a similar theory, actually. Drunk driving incident is a class. It is. The suddenness of it. A good metaphor for...
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft,
shaft.
And understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Yeah, I distinctly remember some things that felt like a purgatory metaphor. Especially about that cliff and rebirth. Walking simulator being purgatory metaphors as well. I love a walking simulator though, because that is how I spend most of my life, is just wandering around. Just vibing. Oh, go yeet. Man gonna yeet himself off a cliff. Yes, for metaphorical reasons, probably. Do y'all think it matters which road I take up the cliff? Should I have taken the high road or the low road? Will this come back to haunt me? This house up here looks pretty. The rising
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Aww. And I'll be in Scotland before you. Exactly. Her Buffy, man. Her Buffy McBuff face. That's so sad. To be honest, though, if he just looked after his goats better, maybe things would have turned out different. You gotta appreciate what you have. That's the message there. You gotta take care of your goats. Gotta make sure all your ducks are in a row and all your goats are contented. Empty, spooky shed, spooky shed. Oh, a diagram. Oh. This one's very different to what we've seen before. Like, what if the song is true? Well, you think you'll get lost along the way? Whoops. Or you think Loch Lomond is full of people that have been in Scotland the whole time and are just gonna be ready to be like, haha, we were here first, motherfuckers, we bet you. So it's an arrow.
Oh god, what do we do?
Hello, Raiders!
Everyone, be normal.
Hello, Raiders! Hello, Fayloon! Fayloon, a chaotic neutral cockerel, is busy diving into the VTuber world with loud British charm and a sprinkle of scuff moments. This trans-femme streamer is all about first playthroughs and AMAs, serving up Jump King torture and Monster Hunter hammers. Expect LGBTQA pride and plenty of laughs from this 18+ stream. That all sounds incredible. What were you playing? Jump King. How are you finding Jump King? I haven't played it yet, but I have it on my list and I really want to. How was it? How was it? It's so good to see you all. It's so good to see you. We are currently playing Dear Esther. It's not exactly my first time, but it's been many years, so it might as well be my first time. My brain is empty. My brain is empty, so it might as well be the first time. We're playing the Landmark Edition, which is an HD remake. But it's slowly coming back to me as we go. This is a very chilled out, somewhat somber game about a guy on a remote Scottish island and a slight storyline, suppose, for anyone who might want to play it themselves. So, be-woo, 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 storyline discussion incoming. We're fairly sure Dear Esther, the titular Esther, Esther, was hit by a drunk driver suddenly, and he is grieving her loss. Boo-woo, boo-woo, boo-woo. I heard Monster Hunter Hammer, so I'm instantly following. Good job, Pizza. You will not regret it. Face streams are incredible. I've got all these little diagrams scattered around the island. So this one is a bunch of arrows pointing away. And they kind of hit a little block. And the arrows are pointing away from the center for each one. Some of our chat have been decoding, and by some of our chat I mostly mean moderator Dave, hat tip to them, have been decoding previous diagrams which appear to be a chemical signal, chemical symbol even, of something in the hydrogen family. And I don't know anything about chemistry, so I'm just like, that sounds like science. And then I clap. Because that's all I can do, I clap supportively. I'm like, wow, science. We've just climbed this hill. We were down there. And there's a buffy here, which was built by a guy who was of poor breeding, according to the mainland. So he went to this hill, he built a buffy, and he was like, I will own property and it will get me a wife. But he didn't treat his goats good, so he got a disease from his goats and he died before he could get a wife. It's very tragic. And we keep seeing this haunted potato symbol in places as well. It could be like a cell, because there was another similar symbol that looked kind of like a spiky cell, and this one looks kind of like a blood cell. I'm just like searching my brain for everything I know from like Osmosis Jones and the Magic School Bus, and I'm like, it kind of looks like a blood cell. We know our guy has had kidney stones. His body is full of stones, and he is very unwell mentally and I think physically as well at the same time, which is probably why we walk so damn slow. Demon potato! I think it's one of the chemicals, either alcohol or petrol, leading into the vroom vroom smash. Alcohol makes sense if it was a drunk driver, yeah. That would make sense. Let's have a look in the buffy, shall we?
3 cormorants seen at dusk. They did not land.
Oh?
This house built of stone, built by a long-dead shepherd. Contents: my camp bed, a stove, a table, chairs, my clothes, my books. The caves that score out the belly of this island, leaving it famished. My limbs and belly famished.
Oh, buddy.
This skin, these organs, this failing eyesight. When the battery runs out in my torch, I will descend into the caves and follow only the phosphorescence home.
And we've seen some of this glowy phosphorescence in the caves. It's very cool. It's very cool. Good that he's got a little bit of shelter at least, so he's not going to freeze to death. Oh yeah, so here's his stuff. Here's his suitcase. So he's been living in the buffy. And Dave did mention an interesting theory that maybe this is purgatory, which does strike a faint bell. Maybe this is purgatory. I like that reading. Oh, a bird! We found a few seagulls. What do they mean? They could mean anything. We also accidentally disturbed an urn. I feel bad about that. I know what the song Loch Lomond is about. I just like to be silly. Can I actually go higher? I'm not sure that I can, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh! Oh, a rooftop and some cairns. Hello, cairns. I'm gonna disturb you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not allowed to disturb the cairns. That's for the best, honestly. That might be where the shepherd's buried. Who buried the shepherd? Did I bury the shepherd? I don't think I'm going to be able to get up here. So, I cannot jump. Nor run. Which is leading to an interesting level of challenge. No, I don't think I can get up this at all. I think this is the game trying to tell me, nah, not this route. Not this route. 99% egg, nice. MC confirmed as white man. Oh, because he can't jump. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Almost maximum egg. Honestly, I think that's as high as it can go. I don't think it can actually make it to 100. So you can consider that a mission success. You have won the egg game. Well done, pizza. Maybe the safety limit is just 99 for everyone's well-being. Because I don't want you all turning into actual eggs. You know, that would be probably unwise. There's a temptation to eat myself off the cliff, and I think I'm going to do it. Right, let's do it.
Come back.
I got an achievement for that! For the Chivo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ugh, ugh, yeet. Oh, this is getting perilous. I'm about to yeet myself involuntarily
What to make
now.
of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis?
Huh.
It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
That's so hard to parse. Okay, so Donnelly, who I think was one of the early people on this island, but not the shepherd. His vice was laudanum, and he also had syphilis, maybe before he came to the island, probably before. Oh, look at that wind. My vice is the internal combustion engine, and like yeast I understand. I like a drink. I like a wee dram. Drinking is my coping mechanism, my vice of choice, which is a bit ironic considering. I bet I feel real guilty about that. Yep. I'm not really sure what he means by his vice being the internal combustion engine, though. Does it mean that he still likes driving? Was I the drunk driver? Oh shit, what if I am the drunk driver? What if I'm the drunk driver and my vice is still driving and drinking? What if I'm the one who hit Esther and Paul was her husband? And we were never together and I'm just a fucking idiot? I think you're in fact Paul. Oh. I could see Paul being the actual husband of the person I hit. I'm not sure. I could be Paul. But he did say something about, like, I don't know where Paul ends and I begin. So yeah, it could be Paul. And maybe... Is this maybe where Esther grew up, but I'm trying to, like, follow in the footsteps of this person whose life I cut too short? I'm trying to do some soul searching. Or did I just go, you know what? I can't live with what I've done on the mainland, so I'm gonna go, like, wallow in what I've done on the island. But yeah, I do think that heavily implies I am the driver. Oh, buddy.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come.
I think Jakobsen's the shepherd.
Nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
Okay, so I'm going to need to yeet myself down the shaft then. So Donnelly came here, heard about what happened to the shepherd, consumed a bunch of laudanum, and possibly went mad from syphilis, and was he's maybe been the person putting the drawings in the cave. I feel like Paul is the you when you are not drinking. Oh, maybe. Does that mean I'm from Wolverhampton? What a fate. What a fate. Also, sorry, my manners are all over the place today. Phelan, if you're still here, hopefully you are well aware that you can raid and run and look after yourself and do all the stream self-care that you need. I hope you're looking after yourself after a big, intense Jump King stream. I hope it went well. I hope you're getting to chill now. Raiders, if you're needing to lurk, we have a lurk command. If you need to head off, that's totally fine too. I appreciate you following the raid over here. But if you want to sit and have a chill time with us, that is also very, very welcome. And I apologise for my bad manners. My brain is, I think, burning at overclock levels to try and understand big, deep story. But thank you so much for choosing this community for your raid. I love you all very much. Stick! I want to bite it. See! I want to lick it. Another cave. Oh, we gotta go in it.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg.
I mean, that did
I
happen.
think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight
Oh, that
pink,
no
and
noise.
pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest,
So we've got
but it has become
stones
clear that there is only one way this is likely to end.
and a femur
The
infection.
medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Buddy. I'm pretty sure a helicopter could get you out here, you know. If the Purgatory Fury is true, then the seagulls could represent people leaving Purgatory forever. I would like that. I think that would be a very cool use of seagulls as a metaphor. I think that would be super duper neat. I think I'm gonna hit a wall here where all these stones are. I'll need to go back and go the other way. But let's give it a go. Not blocked yet, but we do seem to have a dead end here. Look at them wet rocks. That's texture. Look at them cliffs. Nothing hiding up here, nothing carved. So far the carving has only been in very dark places, like the inside of buildings and the inside of caves, but that would count as a very dark place, I think. What's the old maritime theory? I think that if I remember rightly, it's that seagulls are the souls of dead sailors, and that's why you always are kind to seagulls if you're out at sea. I think that's right. And that's why seagulls are such a common maritime tattoo. Would it be an ironic choice of bird because they're hellions? Yep, they are demons. I think that's probably why they needed to encourage the sailors not to kill them. And we have ourselves another spooky cave. Oh! Do you think this is the shaft that they eat people down? Well, there's clearly a path here that we should be taking, but you know what we gotta do here, right, gang? You know what we gotta do. They carry the souls of sailors that died at sea. Oh! I got an achievement! Am I dead or am I in a new zone?
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Oh. It's really interesting. Like, if you have a look at... This game is... It's been around a fair while now. I believe Landmark Edition might be the 10th anniversary edition of this game. Do fact check that. Or it could be the 20th, honestly, if it was done back in Team Fortress. But looking at this lighting and this scenery, you can see a lot of the same creatives that made Still Wakes the Deep. At least I think so. I look at this and this feels so much like some of the Still Wakes the Deep scenery, which is amazing, amazing. I highly recommend it if you haven't played them. Dave says, the seagulls carry the souls of sailors that died at sea. Yep, they're not harming them is true too, and more practically when you see gulls going inland en masse, it was an indicator of storms. Yep. I've seen this cave before. Oh, to be fair, I feel like there's a lot of video games that have used this pattern of spooky blue cave. Oh, this music's cool though. And the luminescence. Like, look at all the like moss glowing on the walls. It's almost like paw prints. Very kind of furry core. I like it. And is that blood? Could be. It could also be a weird red glow. Wait, actually, what's making that orange glow? What's casting that light? In a Kudikarus video. Oh, I don't know who that is, I'm afraid. But if they're a video essayist, I know video essayists love this game. Candles. How are they staying lit? You know what? That's cool though. Is it not lichens? That would make so much more sense than moss, I think. I don't actually remember the difference between lichen and moss, but the fact that I don't remember that means you're probably very right. Oh, blood! Blood! Or maybe it is a creepy red light source, but I don't see anything on the ceiling that would do that. Huh. Mysterious redness. Also, hi Breezy, I'm liking the lichens. I am liking the lichens too. They're very pretty. This is gorgeous, honestly. Like, the nice Scottish hills were very soothing and familiar, but this is the good shit. He says, I am mostly a fan. Oh, I love y'all. I really want to lick it, honestly. It looks delicious. I bet it would be like that fake green apple flavor. Glowy mushrooms! Okay, these are more the sour green apple. We've left green apple, now we're into like that sour fake apple. What if I just describe all the lichen in terms of what I think they would taste like? Oh gosh, I'm so tall suddenly. How did this happen? Unrealistic. Maybe this is the purgatory. Am I floating? What the fuck's happening? Why am I suddenly tall? Okay, well I'm back. So if I'm here, I'm back on ground level. What the fuck happens when I go over here? Oh my god, I'm so tall. I don't know if this is a glitch or not. Oh my god. I become a giant.
Sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
That's such a good description. I'm gonna ruin that description by saying that like the lichen over here looks kind of like sploogey. It looks like, again, that black light effect. Am I floating? Why am I suddenly tall? I wasn't just going up a hill, you liar. That did not make sense for the terrain. That was clearly a metaphor for some kind of ascension. So we've got the roots here again. The kind of roots or blood veins. The progression of the chemical symbols and the arrows going upwards now. All of these rocks look weirdly phallic. Oh my god, butt plugs! This is kind of cool. It's like circuitry. More roots, and again something that looks kind of like a cell, an amoeba, something medical in the middle. Bird chaos bladder. It's me, caca. It's me, seagull she. I'm sparing your ears from my attempts to do an actual realistic seagull noise because nobody wants that right now. We have the spooky potato again. We have
My name's
a mess.
Gustarian.
A honk,
It's
a honk.
pronounced honk. Honk.
Honk honk. Oh, more candles. That's, you know how many candles we've seen so far, chat? Oh, fuck. I thought there was 2 here and there was two before, so I had my 4 candles joke all ready to go and the game went, nah, fuck you, there's 5 actually. Well, you know what, never mind, I'm out. Goodbye. I'm tall again. I don't like it. I'm also immediately lost, like, fuck knows where I'm supposed to be going. I'm so distracted by being tall, like, how do I avoid the stalagmites? It's okay, I'm normal height again. Okay, we're safe. I might be going backwards, that might be why I'm normal height again. I think I am, I think this is the green apple lichen. Maybe? Is this gonna be the pool with a little bit of blood in it? Is there a little bit of blood floating here? Yeah, I'm going backwards. The blood pool was my guide. Can I get up here? No, I can't. What if I go this way? Yeah, boy! I'm on a rock. Katie is treating this deep and tragic story with the appropriate amount of respect and sombrerity. from Rarity. She's wearing a sombrero to mark this moment. Katie is no longer welcome in funerals because she keeps trying to bring her sombrero. There are 4 candles and 4 lights. Caughty she call. Caughty she go. Oh, it's me, Caughty she go. That's not the right voice for seagull form Katie. I feel like seagull form Katie would talk like a pirate. Yar. 'Tis me, Caughty she. Caughty she-gull. I forgot my own name immediately. I'm a terrible gull. I've been a bad gull. Seagull VTuber Caughty she-gull. Putting the fun in funeral. They're dead. Okay, so this is the entry point. I just keep circling around, but we can go up. We can go up. Can we get much higher? I love how I love games that ideally would be greatly improved by having a sense of direction. I'm just like, nah. Another big... Oh, look, this is gorgeous, though. This is so nice. This is fucking stunning. I need to yeet myself into it. That's just the rules of this game, but god, that's pretty. Free diving, let's go! Okay, we're not dead. Things are looking up. Things are looking up, and so am I as I try and find the way out. Oh, yeah! Katie living that tall life, pretending she can look up. Secret tunnel, through the mountains. Secret. If I have an infected femur, I must be in so much fucking agony right now. I've got gallstones, I've got an infected femur, I've got brain worms. Man, I would not make this climb. IRL, I would not have the fitness level, even without the broken femur. If you just put Katie Shee in this situation, she'd be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to sleep in the boffy. I think I'm just gonna go for a big old lie down. Oh, the water looks pretty. Maybe the reason the heather was a bit flat is because they were saving all their rendering power for the water. Oh, I'm up high now. And I need to avoid the urge to eat, because we've already done that. We're trying new things now. Let's try and get across to that little glowy bit. Now, in reality, I would slip and fall immediately. Like, are you seeing how fast that water's going? I would not last 5 seconds, but that's okay. This is a video game. This is escapism. We can pretend that I have balance. The dead feel no pain. Purgatory theory. That would make sense. A candle! Also, the candles feel very purgatory. The random candles that that have no way of staying lit in this super wet environment do feel very much like, yeah, people are remembering you back in the living world. And the candles they light for you will carry you through purgatory. Flashback to Katie and me on the beach under fear of edges. I thought you said fear of eggs there, and I was about to come at you like, how dare you slander me like that? But no, yeah, I don't like heights. I don't like heights that would instantly kill me. I feel like it's very rational. I find them deeply unpleasant because they would instantly kill me. And look, this mortal body, I'm still getting used to it. It's very uncoordinated.
Dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and
Oh.
watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder. A world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
Okay, so... He dreamt that he was with the shepherd, which we know is impossible because the shepherd died long before he was here. So again, purgatory theory, and also he and the shepherd both sat at the junction where we can assume the crash happened, and they shared their fever and the nascency of flight, which to me, and there was like, he said something about redemption, a feeling of redemption. So maybe they were both at the edge of moving on to the next life, because the nascency of flight line makes me think of like, you're about to get some angel wings popping up, you know? Yeah, made it for the end. Such a good game. I love this game. One of the best stories and voice actors. Oh, Nocti. That's so good to hear. It is so good to have you here. I was being a bit of a silly little gal at the start of this, but I'm getting invested now. I'm getting real invested. I played the original many moons ago, and I remember so little of it. I just remember yeeting myself off cliffs a lot. And I'm still doing that now, let's be real. But I'm also appreciating the story a lot more. Oh, is that a paint bucket or an urn? I think it's a paint bucket. You think the urns are people that have passed? That's the thing, if this is purgatory, what do the urns mean? Are they marks of people who've managed to successfully move on? Oh, these crystals are cool. Moon prism power. Let's go into the river and try not to drown. Because my guy is extremely bad at swimming. But it would explain why we can't die if this is purgatory. That would explain it. Wait, no, I don't want to quit. Sorry, I was just trying to... It's a really pretty game, Nocti. I've been really enjoying reliving it, and the thing is, when this came out, this type of storytelling was fucking revolutionary. I know walking simulators are very common now, but this, and also I believe Dear Edith Finch, which Pizza mentioned earlier, were one of the very early first up walking simulator games. And they were also, this one especially to my memory, was one of the first to really explore this method of environmental storytelling and storytelling via movement and scenery and progression. We're back on the bridge. We're not going to go that way because we've already been there. We've got our chemistry again. I think my torch battery might be dying in the game. Have you played Edith Finch on stream? I do not remember if I've played Edith Finch at all, honestly. I think it might be in my to play pile. I think it's in my library, but I don't think I've played it. But I want to play it now with the amount of people that be mentioning it today. Before Your Eyes is good. Before Your Eyes I own, and I've been nervous about playing it because I know it's gonna rip out my heart. Dave was saying something about this was interesting, so let's go have a look at it again one more time. One more time. It's really difficult to see without my torch. Have I passed it or no? Oh no, I haven't. It's here. So we've got HO. Oh, now it's getting that it's got that like hexagram type shape that I think is part of the caffeine molecule. I think I've seen the hexagram in caffeine. Maybe it just means molecule. I'm not sure. I have never done chemistry in my life. Unfortunately. I'm sorry. And there's like an NN here and maybe a Z. There's an OH. Interesting. I don't know what it means, but I'm lingering on it a little bit for the folks that are smart. It's less the chemical, more the symbols left. These little arrows, or the thing on the far left. So the line and it looks to me either like the aerial, but it also reminds me of there's like a check engine light. A check engine light in a car that looks like that. Kind of looks like a car dash symbol. Yeah, it's like the check engine light, right? Or the oil level light. To me it looks like a dipstick going into the oil, but car symbols are kind of arcane. So I think it varies from car to car, but so my brain is also going, it can also be maybe like check engine or oil level. I don't think it means like slippery terrain. I think it is definitely oil level, because check engine is usually, but not always, No, it's usually an engine silhouette, but some cars do use the check oil symbol for it. Hexagon is carbon. Oh. Carbon monoxide? Is it carbon mono? Do I have carbon monoxide poisoning? Am I a Reddit story this whole time? This is so pretty, but in real life, I would be fucking terrified in a cave like this because stalactites, yes, ceiling, stalactites, yes. Doing the stalagmite versus stalactite meme in my head while I try and figure that one out. Yeah, they fucking scare me. I don't want to be impaled in a non-fun, kinky way. Kinky impaling is fine. Stalactite impaling, nah. No, thank you. Not to be controversial, but I'm just not into that. Hecking a lot of carbon. 6 carbon, dang. That's a hell of a carbon footprint, baduncha. And here we've got more like root-looking symbols. But then halfway through the root you've got like what I thought was a cell, and now I have no idea what it means. This avocado type, or what's the lady version of phallic? Ovarian type symbol. It's not ovarian, but I can't remember what the lady version of phallic is. Gynic? No. If you know what the lady version of phallic is, do let me know in chat. Can I get up here or am I too short? I'm too short to go up the spiky hole. The spiky hole. I am not allowed. It looks so pretty though. The square peg cannot go in the spiky hole. Yonic. Really? No. Is it? See, wait, why is R1 so lame? Why is it Yonic? What does that even mean? Why is it Yonic? Every time I D&D party find why Yonic? Surely it should be like, what is the root of that?
The shaft they threw the goats into.
Oh my god, goats.
It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up.
Aww.
It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies.
Aww.
It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
Okay, that's definitely leaning into the purgatory theory, because he's basically saying this can't be the afterlife. Or this can't be the only afterlife, at least. This symbol just makes me think of Goatsy. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It's from Sanskrit. Okay, in that case, that was insensitive of me to say it. I'm sorry. I was just expecting to be like the vaginal version of phallus. But Ginic would have also sounded terrible, actually. That would have sounded like a drink. We have another chemical array here. Again, we've got like the check oil light. We've got 5 arrows on circles pointing up. We've got that carbon hexagon. We've got what looks like HO going in. OH going in. And a jaggy line to what looks like NHZ. Oh. That symbol makes me think of the electric circuit symbol for an inductor. Oh. I have no idea how that would apply, but then I don't know much. Candle. I don't know much, but I like a candle. Behold, Damascus is taken. So this is, our narrator has mentioned Damascus a few times, and I am absolutely failing here to remember the roots of Damascus. So you know what? Let's learn together. Because I know about Damascus steel being pretty, but I forget the actual mythology behind why it's called Damascus. So let me refresh my memory. So Damascus is the capital and largest city of Syria. It's a major cultural center of the Levant and Arab world. Oh, we're learning so much today. Now, is there a big old myth associated with it that the steel comes from? Or did they just get really good at steelwork in Damascus? Let me scroll through Wikipedia. Ba ba da ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum. Historical sites. Oh, everything is so pretty. The old city is under threat. They've got highways. Their buses are green. I'm not making the link. I'm not connecting it at the moment. It's NH2. Thank you, pizza. Dang, okay. Behold, Damascus is taken. I'm not is there a myth about Damascus? Does the steel take its name from a myth? Or just was this kind of steel smithing very popular in Damascus? If you know Damascus myths or Damascus etymology, do let me know. No idea what any of this chemistry stuff means. I'm more familiar with physics and biology. I mean, give yourself credit, pizza. You identified that NH2 really quickly. You're doing better than me. Also, knowing physics and biology is also super impressive. I was never very strong in the sciences, and I wish I was. They were always really fascinating, but I had some bad luck where the only science teachers available to me were they weren't my cup of tea as teachers. They were very few people's cup of tea. Their entire teaching method was, I'm going to read in monotone from the textbook from start to finish, all lesson. There will be no variety, there will be no pausing in stories, there will be no interruptions and questions, there will be no video and media or audio. It's going to be me reading from the textbook and you're not allowed to have questions, and that is not how I learn. Damascus steals from India, but it was in Damascus, Syria, where they learned how to make it into cool-looking swords. I see. Basically, it came from Damascus because white people saw it there first. They had not made it to India. Oh, that's really interesting. I have no idea what behold Damascus is taken means in this context then. Not sure. We have a dramatic increase in phosphorus. This one seems like it says AO1S or IGUS or ASIS on 22.0. Not a clue, honestly, what that means. That 22.0 appears a few times. For me, I thought it said HOTS. You know, that would... HOTS 22. HOTS on 22.0. Yes, it's a new radio show. Or they're just really into Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan on 22.0. HOTS on 22.0. I would tune into that. Again, Damascus is taken. I really enjoy this game, though. I really enjoy that it has an intensely somber, spooky atmosphere, but it's not horror. Like, horror is a great genre to explore grief and death, but it's nice to do it without the horror aspects as well. I think it opens up these kind of conversations and discussions to a much wider audience. Away from being a city. Okay. Damascus, so is that the full sentence? Damascus was taken away from being a city. Maybe. Damascus was taken... I'm just writing this down. Away from being a city. I wonder if this is going to circle back to that line we saw on the back of the boat. Neither did he eat and drink. Which, now that I think about it, and neither did he eat nor drink is a very biblical feeling. See, I'm seeing everyone in the chat talking about the biblical parallels. But also very purgatorial. You're not eating or drinking if you're in the afterlife. Exactly, Nocti, exactly. The road to Damascus. Okay, the road to Damascus is a biblical thing. Oh. I'd like to look into that after, because it's not ringing bells. But that's a me issue. Oh, this is creepy. So instead of stalactites, we have, creepy ferns. More lichen. Does lichen do this? I don't know enough about lichen. But I know I'm not liking it. Didn't you? It's good. It's good. It's too tentacly. And you know, after Still Wakes the Deep, I'm nervous. Okay, and we've kind of... So the graffiti stops kind of dramatically at the away from being a city, doesn't it? It just kind of stopped dead there. Oh, no, wait, there was something else here. That's good that I went back then. Away from being a city, and this is... So it kind of suddenly stops there with the scribbles. And it shall be... something heap, I think. And it shall be a fungus. Ruinous, I think. A ruinous heap. Ruinous heap, I think. Okay, and we are continuing through the lichen. Tentacle lichen, tentacle lichen. These lines, says Dave, I think are about some kind of prophecy that the city of Damascus is a representation of the country would be destroyed in a war. That does ring a bell. That does ring a bell, because I do remember that being a hot topic during some very, very tough political times and geopolitical times. Not, I say recently, but we're talking years ago now. Not like present day recently. I'm tall again. I keep getting tall. It's unsettling. And water no longer seems to kill us, which is nice. Tall Katie, yeah, it's a rare experience and very unsettling. The most unsettling thing about this game is when it lets me be tall. And I know he's mentioned a few times this idea of rebirth, but I don't think it's a coincidence that, look, not to get too detailed for the squeamish among ye, but there's a lot of birth imagery. A lot of narrow tunnels and openings, a lot of canals and flowing liquids. There's a lot of birth imagery in this entire environment, which is really interesting. My body is small, sometimes cannot hold a very large pen. That's true. That is true and factual. Oh. And again it says either HOTS 22.0 or IGIS 22.0. I'm gonna try and go around, but I'm honestly not sure I'm gonna be able to. I'm not! Whoopsie. Oh, am I on the main road now? Oh, I hate this. I fucking hate this. Purgatory metaphor intensifies. We are probably outside of Salford on the M something. Oh. And a hospital bed is here that's covered in coins for the ferryman. Lots of people paying their way. And the ground is also littered in coins for the ferryman. And if I try and go back, I guess I probably just hit a wall. Or does it just tell me to go back? It's getting ominously dark. Oh, I think I'm dying. It's getting wobbly. We need a secret of Wellerman the ferryman. Yep, soon may the Wellerman come. Am I dying? Yeah, I died. Wait, where the fuck am I? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Oh god, I don't know. This is just like Purgatory. I have no idea what I'm doing at any point. Just like Purgatory. Okay, so we have this cool old cave with bits I don't think I can get around to. And this bit that looks like an eye, very distinctly eye-shaped cave. Let's see if I can get across to the other bits. I don't think so. No, I think it's just gonna get super deep if I try. I fell down a big hole. That sounds like me. I'm very good at that. It's my one skill in this game. Can't jump, but I can fall with style. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere that way. Let's go back around. Purgatory's forever, whether you like it or not. So true, Nocti. Had your chance to do whatever, now you're stuck in the underwater caves. Do you think the weirdly tallness is actually like I'm, as part of the rebirth process, I'm getting less injured? I'm recovering a bit from my femur injury and I'm becoming less stooped and more tall? Because that wouldn't surprise me if they've put that in. Because it does feel like, camera-wise, I do feel like I'm kind of standing taller. Okay, we're into the center of the eyeball. I think you're just walking up a hill. Nah, can't be that. We've got some candles, some barrels, and a big old moon, which wasn't in the sky before because it was daytime before, but it was a very grey sky daytime. Oh, hello music. You're gorgeous. I'm not going to do the candle bit now.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea?
There's a museum
Who
under the
fell
sea?
silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
I remember the narrator just losing his shit at Donnelly. I remember this from the OG game, and I remember, oh, it hits hard. That frustration, that anger at not knowing at how little sense things are making. While the music's just like, yay, happy times. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I do find the amount of unknowns and not knowing is a very powerful part of the way they tell the story here. I just think it's neat. I wonder if I can actually go across that way along that like wooden bit, or if I'm just supposed to see it from up here. Oh, look at that sky though. That's pretty. I would lose my shit if the fucking grasses and heather were suddenly 3D and the 2D-ness before was less me snarking at the graphics and more like an intense visual metaphor. Look at all the candles, look at them increasing. Much more than 4 now. Bucket. Bucket. Are those photos?
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer.
Esther Donnelly's her
We will
full
mix the
name.
paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
Okay, that's fucking gorgeous. So, Esther was Donnelly the whole time, so was Esther mapping this place out before? Oh my god, hi! Oh, Jesus Christ, is that her? I'm scared. Oh, I'm not ready for this. So Esther Donnelly was also here mapping out this island. Oh wait, no, wait. Wait. It's the whole reason I've been talking about Donnelly as this elder person who was here before me because she died before me. So of course she's going to explore this island before me if she died before me, and now I'm finally getting to see what she saw. Because it's now my turn to go through Purgatory, and I'm like, wow, okay, so this is what she saw all those years ago. Damn. Am I big braining? Is my brain finally working? Let's go see her. Oh, we've got a cave. I have no idea what those photos were on the rock. I got distracted. This is That's an old style defib and an operating tray from a failed surgery, I think. So potentially from the work done to save Esther, Esther. I don't know. My brain's melting, but or it's from the work done to save me. I'm not sure. It could be from like kidney stone removal, maybe, but that looks like a defib pad, so I don't think so. That back bit looks like a hoover, like a medical hoover, so maybe for kidney stone removal? Oh god, I don't know. I don't know enough about medical tools. It's not a skill I probably would need as a Twitch streamer. I'm gonna go look at those photos again in case I can figure it out, and I'm probably not gonna be able to, but I gotta try. It's also because I'm scared of her. Okay, so we have, a car. Oh, a crashed car. A crashed car. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. You remember that car door we saw? You remember how we went down that ravine and there was like a random-ass car door and some tires? I think that's from the car that we crashed. And it washed up here on Purgatory with us, or with her. The car went to Purgatory. The car also died. Car Purgatory. Car Purgatory. This game is also about the death of the car. Look at that sky though. Oh, the moon is going down the further we go. I think I remember that from the OG as well. I remember it being kind of weird and spooky and also very fucking cool. How I could never actually like catch up with the moon because it would go down the further I walked, and it frustrated me and I loved it. Oh, I can go out this way. I wasn't sure. Look at those big old... The aerial! What do you think the aerial represents? Like a communication with God? With the afterlife? A higher power? Or more just a representation of something being beyond this, maybe? I know I need to go back to the spooky cliffs, but understand I'm scared. It represents nipples. I mean, of course. There has been so much imagery that could be... Oh, there's the moon again! This time, maybe we can catch it. I believe. Oh my god, look at her on that cliff. It's so fucking spooky. The only thing spookier would be if other people started appearing on the cliff. But honestly, I think the fact that it's just her is enough. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I love it. I hate it. I love it and I hate it. And I can't get up there. There's no way up there. Do you think if I go back and look closely in the other scenes, she's been there in other scenes as well? That wouldn't surprise me. If she's just been watching this from the high vantage point the whole time. Oh, I kind of want to say do tell, but I'm also afraid. I won't lie. We've got a very different diagram here. We've got the symbol for carbon, and then I could not tell you what this looks like. It's like a circle with a dot in the middle and then an N. Could not even begin to tell you what that character is. It looks kind of almost like a fancy musical note to me. It also looks a lot like the word on. On, on, and on, and on, and on, and on, and on. Or like the word no reversed. But I couldn't tell you if it actually has a chemical meaning. But you've got like these very broken carbon symbols that are being broken by the word, the letters. That's terrifying knowledge, Dave. That's terrifying knowledge. Like, and is there a time limit? Do you have to do this within a set time, or is it just like whenever? Because if it's whenever, it's like fine, yeah, I can take a couple of years to work up to that. If it's like you need to do it in like 48 hours, that's fucking terrifying. Okay, okay. What the fuck you mean a couple of years? Look. It's about quality, not quantity, okay? They what? That's what? That's but the chafing. My god. I would assume like there's nothing I can say now that won't somehow make me look bad, so I am afraid to speak. I'm afraid to speak further in case it exposes something about, I don't know, my libido compared to the rest of the world. So the cacker was too stunned to speak. People on YouTube hearing this part of the audio are like, what the fuck is happening? What does this have to do with purgatory? Look, don't worry about it, audio only.
All by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
All ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse. Okay. Right. Oh god, I can't fucking read that from here. Am I gonna need to go out into the tidal pools just to read that? Probably. Right from heaven. Shone around. Light from heaven, sorry, not right from heaven. A light from heaven shone around. A light from heaven shone around. Him. I'm pretty sure it says him. Yeah, him. My god, it's him. It's Carmelo Hayes. He was driving to home to Damascus, which fell when he crashed. I mean... maybe? Light from heaven shone around him. Thank you. Paul in Damascus. Okay, hello. Yep. It's all coming together. And look at this, that unreachable moon. Oh no, the music's getting spooky again. I'm afraid to look up onto the cliffs in case like Esther's moved. Oh no, it's getting louder. I'm not moving, but it's still getting louder. I don't like that. What if I just hide down here? Candle, save me. Save me, candle. It did, it saved me. That's kind of funky. It's probably going to come back now, right?
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
That's very nice visually. Like, deeply unpleasant, metaphorically. What if I just go sink among the armada, huh? What then? What if we sink together? Oh, did you enjoy your cake pizza?
Come back.
Come back. I have no idea what's going on here. I joined so late. Breezy, don't worry. I feel like that's part of the vibes of this game, but we think we killed Esther by crashing into her as a drunk driver and cut her life short, and now we have reached the end of our days with a infected femur from our hermit life on a Scottish island, and from many, many kidney stones, and we are dying and going through purgatory, and we're being like, huh, this must have been where Esther was. If I go up the hill, do you think I can see her? I think this is going to dead end, because this looks like it's just a boat thingy, a boat launchy platform. Oh my god, eggs. Bird eggs. What the fuck does that mean? On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him and he fell to the ground. On a sudden... And then we had the middle line. And he fell to the ground. Esther was a chicken. Oh my god, that would be the biggest plot twist. And as an... Oh, excuse me, as an egg enjoyer, I would feel it to my core. I'm not going to go join the Armada again, but I'm tempted to. Oh, look at that reflection of the big old aerial. And we keep reminiscing about people that have previously been through this space, including Jacobson, who was a shepherd, who built a bothy up on the hill and then died from malnourished goat disease because he wasn't treating his goats right. And we were talking a lot about Donnelly, but only just recently found out that Esther's surname was Donnelly, so presumably we're thinking about her trip through purgatory before us and all the things she would have done having gone through purgatory presumably quite early in her life and before her intended time. So maybe she was like, damn, what the fuck happened? I'm gonna try and figure it out. I was just existing, then suddenly, boom. Yeah, in theory, this could just be a weird Scottish island, but we're pretty damn convinced it is purgatory. But maybe he was on a rural Scottish island before death claimed him.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers and am following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
So is that me? Did I also die in the crash temporarily, but they brought me back and they couldn't bring back Esther? I'm not sure what that means. Purgatory, yeah. I know Scottish as were so booby. They certainly can be, yeah, because depending on the island, a lot of them, and I would say this one, in theory, obviously the real geography rules don't apply, but a lot of them end up with these really high elevations because everything beyond a certain point just gets fucking menaced by the sea and smooshed into nothing. Oh, there she is. We're getting closer, I think. I think we're on the right path. So you end up with like lots of just sharp cliffs and sea and lots of things gradually eroding and crumbling into the sea. Oh, that would make sense. I also kind of like, but find horrifying, the concept that if your mind is going when you die, maybe some of that carries over too. It's a horrible concept, but it's an interesting one. Do you think it's her singing?
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it.
Fly me to the moon.
I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fibre, the pulped vegetation.
You've passed on, but I haven't.
When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
So basically saying we will see each other again in the next life, or whatever comes after. Like, right now we're on opposite sides. I'm still technically alive. Or in purgatory, and you've already moved on. But we are reaching a point where we will be reunited one way or another. Is she just gone from up here? I don't like that. But it makes sense if she's not really here, if she's already moved on. Because, yeah, it would make sense for her to be unreachable, wouldn't it? And as he was proceeding on his journey, people are gonna look at my gaming journal one day and be like, what the fuck was she doing? Okay, let me pause for the ad break. BRB. Hello, we're back. And Pizza says, just got a really weird car insurance ad. Tell me about it. I'm curious if because you've been talking about turning 18, if it was like really targeted towards like an age group. If it was like, are you struggling to get insurance as a young person? I do wonder if that's what happened. Because the ads do seem to target pretty heavily based on whatever you're currently chatting about. Also, I checked my achievements and it was pretty interesting. So, the one I got from yeeting myself off a cliff was called Stackenarman, which is a big old cliff on St. Kilda. And I got very distracted reading the Wikipedia page about St. Kilda because St. Kilda is always fascinating. Every single bit of history about St. Kilda is incredible. And Stackenarman means stack of the soldier or warrior. And also, I learned a bunch of interesting stuff about St. Kilda reading the article, like how like groups of men and boys would regularly get stranded on there, including one group of 3 men and 8 boys from Herta who were stuck there from 15th of August 1727 until 13th of May 1728. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months. 9 months stuck on the island because Herta suffered a smallpox outbreak, so nobody was able to man the boat and get them. And there was also a group of 20 men who were stranded on the island for a couple of days after the rope that held their boat broke. And they survived by fishing and communicated to their wives that they were alive and well by lighting as many fires on the top of an eminence as there were men in number. And 20 fires is a lot to be lighting. Unless a couple of them died and they were like slowly whittling down the fires. But we'll assume they all survived. And the wives were so overjoyed that they managed to produce a record harvest of corn that year. They were like, oh, the men are doing okay on their island. They're lighting the fires. I guess we'll get to sowing the corn. I don't know how you make a corn harvest more successful. Smallpox outbreak. That would be much, much more fun than smallpox. I would much rather have the smallpox outbreak. And of course, you're mentioning in the chat that Paul and Esther are both biblical names, but from very different sections. And Dave says, there's much that could be said, but at the very least, Esther is Old Testament and Paul is New Testament. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Matthew, Paul, Luke, and John. Something follow on. There's a rhyme on the edge of my memory from like church days. Matthew, Paul, Luke, and John. Something follow on. I want to say Mark and Roman, but that can't be right. Though I think Mark is a guy from the books. Mark and Romans follow on. I think there is a book of Romans. So it could be Mark and Romans follow on. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Wait, no. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Paul and Romans follow on? Oh, fuck knows. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. And Pizza says the car insurance ad was an ad for Kava. And it was like this AI duck that was just saying the brand name like a Pokemon saying its name. Oh, no. I wouldn't hate the ad if it was like a real prop, if it was actual practical effects. I'd be like, that's like kind of brain rotty but cute. The fact that they're making it just out of AI just makes it feel like the bad kind of brain rot. Oh, also, one of the other achievements I got, the one I got for eating myself into the water was called Sinead, or Shawnee, because it seems to be inspired by the Gaelic myth about Shawnee the water spirit. I'm going to call it Shawnee because Sinead is the pronunciation of the given name, which is based on Johnny. Shawnee is how the water spirit is Anglicanized, and I don't know if that means the Gaelic was also said more Shawnee than Sinead. The spelling is slightly different. Shawnee usually doesn't have the I in it. But anyway, yeah, back in the day, inhabitants of Lewis would go to the church carrying their provisions, give a bag of malt, brew that malt into ale, and then one of the brewers had to wade up to the sea up to his waist with a cup in his hand full of ale, and when they reached a proper depth, they had to stand and cry aloud, Shawnee, I give thee this cup of ale, hoping that thou wilt be so good as to send us plenty of seaweed, or seaware, which is a type of seaweed used as a fertilizer, for enriching our ground during the coming year. Then you throw the ale into the sea at night time. This has to be at night time for some reason, just to add to the fun. And then you return to the land. Everyone retires to the church. I imagine there's some drinking happening throughout. There's a candle burning in the church altar, and then you stand until a certain point on the signal when you put the candle out, and then head to the fields and keep on drinking. And then the next morning you return to your house, and you just, like, I don't know, sleep off your hangover, being satisfied that you've ensured a good harvest, which sounds like a great time. I love that. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Something Romans follows on. Okay, I got it right. Yeah, I had it right, and then I got distracted and I just inserted Paul randomly. What a great... It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And the Wikipedia page I'm reading does mention that this is likely some sort of sea god worship that has been, at some point, lightly Christianized. And we're not sure how much of Saint John was an influence on Johnny the Water Spirit or Shawnee. The gospel according to Steve. There were many mines and also crafting. Yeah, what a great sea god. It's like, yeah, give me some beer. Give me some beer and I'll give you good crops. Why the fuck not? Here, you want some seaweed so you can make better beer? Sure. Have some seaweed, make good beer. Loch Nessie, exactly. Okay, so we are here. And I don't know if we went to this. This was where she was standing, and she is standing no longer. Which makes sense, because she should be long gone. But there's a candle here. Does that mean every candle is a spot where she stood, potentially? And as he was proceeding on his journey, is the text on this hill? Also, just in case anyone is mindful of Cat Girl bedtime, this is, in theory, a game that is nearish its ending. In theory, I'm a yapper. So we might be off the clock a little. But I'm going to try and push to the end if we can. Within reason. And war comes near to Damascus. And war comes near to Damascus. As he was proceeding on his journey, and war comes near to... Oh, I hate this soundtrack. And war comes near to Damascus. Oh, this is unpleasant. I don't like this. Sorry, just checking chat. I think it was come near, and war was come near? And was come near rather than war. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And was come near to Damascus. And as he was proceeding on his journey, and was come near to Damascus. Yeah. That makes sense. Inferior game. A game theory. It's been game theories the whole time. Always has been. This is so difficult to read because of the angles. Okay, here's the bit about, and neither did he eat nor drink.
If only Donnelly had experienced this,
wait,
he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Okay, so Donnelly is definitely a he, which means my Esther... That means my Donnelly was Esther exploring here. Fury is out. So was Donnelly her ancestor? Her husband? God, I don't know. I don't know. And as he was 3 days without... Ooh, without sight. Okay, yeah. And as... I think it was and as he was 3 days without sight, but I think the 3 days without sight is the key part. As he was 3 days without sight. Does that mean he was drinking for 3 days? Probably not. I might be taking it too literally. Another candle. Why are there two Donnellys? 3 days without sight and didn't drink or eat. Oh. Does that mean I was on a bender for 3 days? If so, it's atrocious behaviour. Is it okay? No, we're still in the biblical story. Okay, yeah. Oh, we've got two pathways. I want to take the one with steps.
headlights reflected in these retinas. Too long in the tunnels of my island without a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
Oh, so the symbol we've seen a few times that looks like veins is probably the leg infection. And also, it wouldn't surprise me if they've mapped it up with the M5 junctions, honestly. Look at all the candles, look at the height, look at the moon. We can see the moon. Look at, is that the standing stones from earlier over there? And we've got one of these little, like, war bunker things, I think. The old war lookouts. Which is an interesting detail if this is a purgatory. I don't know though, actually, I don't think it is, because it's not got any windows. So it's probably not a pillbox. No, it's probably like some sort of... facility? Water? I don't know shit. Oh, this music's creepy. This kind of looks like a lookout. Oh, let me just. My window is being funky. Window, don't be funky. I need you to not be funky. Oh, a big old lookout point. And another complex diagram here. Pennies, coins. Lichen? What are you? Rings! 2 rings! Marriage! So was I married to Esther, or... was I married to her and I hit her with my car? So confused. Did I kill both her and her husband? Is that... I don't know what it means, but the rings mean something big. I've missed something big here, and I don't like it. I'm leaning towards them somehow being married because he talks about Esther in a very romantic way, but also it could just be his strong feelings over what happened, you know? And there's car keys! There's fucking car keys here. What the oh, that's such a good subtle detail. There's burnt car keys and letters. Oh, wow, what? I hate this. I hate this. I love this. I hate this. Probably that's why we don't watch your phone while driving, ever. Phone's driving bad. Only radio or music. Fucking car keys. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I feel really bad, says the cat girl who killed people. Like, yeah, I killed people, but I feel real bad about it. I feel like I'm supposed to jump down here, maybe. I have a memory of doing that. I'm just gonna go check before I go yeeting myself in case there's anything around here. Oh wait, it keeps going up. No, I don't think I'm eating yet. I think I'm heading up to the tower. I'm gonna eat myself off the cliff though, just for fun. Oh, my advice would be good luck, have fun, pizza. It's a big old topic. Use YouTube tutorials. Blender is tough. Whee!
Come back.
I don't wanna come back. Honk honk. Hi Jinxie, how are you doing, lovely daughter? Ah, it's my favorite you. It's you. No, you're my favorite you. If you're my favorite you and I'm your favorite you, then who's driving the car? It's me. I'm driving the car. I'm a responsible cat. Danger. Unauthorized personnel, keep out. Unfenced cliff ahead. Keep away from fuse. Okay. Keep away from... Does that seriously say keep away from fuse? What does the fuse have to do with the cliff? Oh well. Extreme danger. Unstable cliff edge. It's just like me, it's unstable. I sure hope you're driving. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm the designated driver, because as far as I know, most of chat doesn't know how to drive. I'm always the designated driver here. That's why I'm not allowed to be one of those VTubers that drinks on stream, because I need to be ready to take any of you guys home if you get stuck on a night out. If you need somebody to call, I need to be here. Designated driver YouTube, Katie Shee. You're playing scary games? What scary games? Oh, look at that banister. I know the drivers don't have a car. That's fair, that's fair. Okay, Breezy, you're the backup designated driver, so if I have a drink, it's on you, okay? Outlast Trials. Oh, I've heard of that. It sounds really spooky. Designated driver till a hot standee of a VTuber distracts me. Oh no. They're advertising VTubers by the roadside again. That's how they get me. That's how they get me. Occasionally I do get madcap ideas of like how to advertise Kirishi. Like what if I... So in the UK, all the petrol pump handles in the petrol stations have a little advertising spot. And occasionally I'm like, what if I just put my face on all the petrol pump handles in the area? And it would be a terribly ineffective way, but occasionally the madness just strikes me and I get tempted. If a shiny Pokemon is in the road, I'll miss it and run over. True.
These waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces of Donnelly, for any sign of Jakobsen's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory, the point when his heart stopped dead and all he saw was the moon over the Sanford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
So, the person who hit Esther was accused of being a drunk driver, but the narrator, who may be that same person, who may be Paul and maybe Jakobsen, or maybe neither, is saying that it wasn't drunk driving, it was a heart attack. I think. Everything is suitably fragmented because our poor narrator is really going through it. And I thought Jakobsen was a separate person, just as I thought Paul was a separate person, and Donnelly was a separate person, but I really don't know if these are all just the narrator at different points in his life, or if these are all separate people. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I don't get it, but I love it. I love not knowing. I love the stormy, windy weather with this sort of chaotic narrative is really, oh, it's hitting good, it's hitting good. Maybe it's a nativity of all the wise men and Paul was one of them. It's true, yeah. And I cannot read any of this text, honestly. That something with me came something. But that's okay. I think it's okay to not be reading at this point. I'm losing my mind. Came into. Oh my. My internet cut out and I missed the explanation of the gulls. I'm not sure we got an explanation because our narrator is entirely unreliable for multiple good reasons. I think what he was trying to say was that he thinks the person who killed Esther wasn't drunk driving but had a heart attack at the wheel. But there was also something about the converging of lines on the road. That means maybe they blamed it on a visual distortion, which does happen. You can get weird visual distortions on the road, which can rarely have very tragic consequences. There was one in the UK very recently, down in Wales, I think. And it took many years of forensic investigation to realise that there was a guy drunk on an e-scooter out on the motorway, which you're not allowed to be, it's fully illegal. And somebody driving hit them. which would never have been their fault because you can't expect somebody to be on an e-scooter on the motorway. It's not allowed because it's too fast moving to predict that. But after many years of forensics, they also discovered that the driver would never have been able to see this person. No matter if they were going like the speed limit, if they were doing everything right, they never would have been able to because the guy had a reflective patch or a circle mark on the back of his jacket. And the motorway roads use little circle markers all around the edges to show the edges. And the point he was hit was on a curve of the road where unfortunately his jacket with the circle marking would have lined up exactly with the signs. And the forensics detectives lined it up with the road markings, the tyre markings, the angle, and managed to get down that it would have lined up exactly so that there would have been no way for the driver to tell the difference between the person on the e-scooter, on the moped, and any of the road signs, which is wildly impressive detective work. And I was hugely blown away that they were able to figure all that out, because that is just incredible detectiving. And also hugely tragically sad. Oh, I'm glad it's not that windy here. It's quite calm here. Bit breezy. Is all the snow gone at least? Are you nice and well, I won't say warm because it's still winter, but is it alright where you are at the moment? Apart from the windiness, is it okay or is it still rough? No. Oh no, is it still bad? Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Do you have lots of cozy stuff inside at least?
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air. White lines etched into these rocks.
Okay, so white lines etched into those rocks is a reference to early in the game we saw white lines carved into the cliffs. And our narrator spoke about how if somebody was dying, they would use the last of their energy to carve a white line in the rock, and it was either a symbol for people passing on boats to send aid or to avoid if it was something contagious. So that's what he's referencing there.
Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me.
Paul Jakobsen.
They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Am I going to become a seal? I think I might. I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane. I'm a bird plane. Come back. Esther, come back. Oh. God, it's a beautiful game though, isn't it? So I guess you could read this as either I'm becoming a seagull or I'm like ascending as an angel, potentially. The angelic chorus, I think, in the ears does eat into that a little bit. And there's all my boats. There's my little armada. And the moon. Is that Sarah on the speaker saying to you, it could be, it could be.
Come back.
Come back. I got an achievement for the Chinese room. Design and writing was by Dan Pinchbeck. Design and music, Jessica Curry. Audio remaster by Adam Hay. Programming by Stuart Yarham. Production by Fasold. I'm sorry, Fasold, I probably mispronounced that. Lisa and Martin. For Little Lost Polly, design and art, Robert Briscoe. Soundtrack and audio, voice acting was Nigel Carrington. Nigel, you fucking rocked it. Well done, well done. The soundtrack was by this lovely team here. Too many people to name, but they also rocked it. The Chinese room are Richard, Andrew, Jessica, Alex, Martin, Steve, Dan, Gwen, Stephanie, Catherine, and Stuart. Special thanks to all of these lovely people here. Too many for me to read out, but look at all of them. The Source modding community. So it was Counter-Strike Source. Okay, it was Counter-Strike Source that it was in. The original. That makes sense. Curve, Digital Entertainment were also involved, and they have all these people in them, and they did something. Thank you, Dan Pinchback. Exactly. Thank you, all the writers and designers and coders, and make graphic fancier. There's no music, which is eerie. Office Commander. Do you think he just runs the office? That's a cool name for some... Sorry, Claudia. Claudia, the office commander. Claudia, the office commander. Do. Thank you, Claudia, for commanding that office. I want to be an office commander. Localization by Testronic Translation Services. We love localization. Quality assurance by Testronic Labs. We love quality assurance too. Look at this QA team. Oh yeah, we've got Adam. We've got Picards. That's a cool nickname. We've got all these tests. That's a good test team. Made with Unity 2017 edition. Using Decal System Pro. Playmaker. Based on the 2007 mod. 2007. Okay. So this is a 10-year anniversary edition. In collaboration with Robert Briscoe, a Little Lost Polly, who did get credit at the start. Remember that. Dear Esther. There we go. That was Dear Esther Landmark Edition. And that was wild. Honestly, it's strange to think I've played it before, but so little has sunk in, but yet so much came back when playing it. It's a tricky game to understand. I feel like there's still a lot that I need to, like, read up on, and I'm kind of torn between, do I want to read up and hear everyone's theories so I can try and make my own more solid, or do I want to just try and dwell on it and figure it out myself? Is there a little extra stuff that I could find? Because I think I missed a couple of achievements. I did. I missed Shonchai, which I believe means, I think that's from the Gaelic term for like a storyteller who is based on sound. Let me see. Sonchai. Yeah, Sonchai is a Gaelic storyteller or historian. Usually an oral storyteller, not like that though. Oh, I only missed one line. I only missed one voice point. Chur is if I uncover 4 urns, and Mulakan Island is trigger all the director's commentary, which means something on the island. Mulakan Island. Let me see. Mulakan Island. It looks like it's another word for the island of Borore, which I think this is heavily based on, because that's what the cliff that I was thrown off was based on. Oh, and the houses. Okay, yeah, this is very heavily based on Borore. That makes sense. It's another nod to Borore. Well, that was entirely what I predicted. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Dave famously being like, it's going to be a sad game about a little old lady who died. And I was like, I don't remember much, but I remember going into it and being like, is this going to be... Because I hear the name Esther, and I do think little old lady, and I remember like a couple of minutes into playing the original, the game was like, haha, no. Nerd. I looked up about it, apparently you can't get all the narration with just one playthrough. Oh, if I remember rightly, actually, I think if I start over, I think I did this before and the very first voice line is slightly different. I'm gonna try it over here. And that's the one voice point.
Dear Esther, the gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed that this year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock.
Oh, this is
driving them
new.
away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly, and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands.
Brutal.
300 years later, even they have departed.
Is that it? Is that the last voice line? I didn't get an achievement by Whoop, so I don't think so. Oh, but that is new. And I didn't go up this hill at the start, so let's quickly go up here. I got distracted by the spooky thing. Let's quickly go up the hill before we start raiding out. In case it's immediately like, here's the narration point you missed. And it like explains it all magically, all at once. So I went downwards and I was like, I think it'll probably loop me back, and then it didn't. So maybe. We'll just check up here. Because I figured they're going to be like, nah, they're going to know that people... Oh, wow. Is this just a dead end? Was that all I missed out on? What if I just try and eat? Oh, no, I did it somehow. Didn't expect that to work, actually. Yeah, not sure how I did that.
Donnelly reported
This
the
is it.
legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later.
116 years.
The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
That's so fun. Okay, that is us officially heard all the audio. Damn. Nice. And oh, there's a cave here. Is this the cave where we leave offerings? I guess it must be. Let's stick our head and see what offerings our guy left. Why is my torch not working? Oh, I can't get there. Okay, well, I guess there's offerings here somewhere. I just can't see them. We'll also have to take his word that the offerings are good. But there's the cave we go into later on. I'm pretty sure it's the same cave that we went into at the start of our journey. Am I stuck in the rocks? I might be. Banned from cave, yep. They refuse me the hole. But I love this hole. And then I think if I go this way, it's just going to take me back down to the path that I was on. I don't think I can make it across here, but I'm going to try. Whee! I didn't die though. That's impressive. And yeah, now we're just back on the path where we were before. And I'm checking as well in case Esther's silhouette is on any of these cliffs. It doesn't look like she is. But yeah, that has been... Yippee! Down the hole! Banned from the big hole. The hermit has judged me unworthy of his hole. But yeah, with that I think, looking out in this lovely sea once more, we will be good to call it there. That has been Dear Esther. In one session, look at us, we're so productive. Why did I find that funny? Whee! Dave does have a game about digging a hole, and he was asking if I want to play it on stream. Let me know if you want me to play it on stream. I'm unsure if it's like good viewing. I think it could be though. I think it could be kind of meditative, just everyone watching me dig a hole. If nothing else, we could just have a good time. Happy birthday, pizza! Happy birthday! And of course, we are raiding out to Adrian Woodland. The raid command is incoming. Here we go. Our raid command is now usable for everyone. You don't need to be a subscriber to use it. No more emotes. It is now a raid command for everybody because we love y'all. But have a lovely, lovely night. I look forward to seeing you all again. I will be back on Tuesday for more Pokemoning. And it has been lovely spending the weekend with you. We finished a game. I'm so proud of us. Yay! Yahoo! I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. I hope you get to rest. Breezy, I hope the weather calms down a little for you and that you're nice and warm and cozy. Zara, I hope you have a great time in VR. Nocti, I just hope you get lots of rest and you achieve many things because I know you're always super duper busy. Pizza, happy birthday again. Moderator Dave, I love you very, very much. Smooches. And Jinxie, you're the best daughter. And all of our lurkers, I love you all so much. Even if you don't say stuff in chat, I still love having you here. You're appreciated, as are all our lovely people that watch things back on YouTube. You keep that YouTube channel alive, and you're amazing. We love you all so much. It's been great having you here. I hope you enjoy the raid. Bye for now, my lovely, lovely people. Take care of yourselves. Take your meds. Drink water. Do self-care. And just be kind to yourself, alright? Happy February! Happy 2026. Happy Dear Esther Day. And is it Thursday yet?